Hello, Delilah. Lady Delilah. So what I love about this lead rope, see, people buy the one-piece thing with the halter and this thing, and when the horse gets stuck, you have to cut it off with a knife, and it's very dangerous. This way you can unclamp, and your horse will be fine, or donkey. They're all equines. And then you can even tie it in a knot like this and make reins out of it. Like this. There's just multifunctional things to do with this. And the only drawback is if you do find yourself getting a little rough with the reins, you can chip their teeth with this little part here. But again, they're far more likely to get hung up on something. I've seen some terrible accidents with that. Just terrible. So I like to, I'm just getting her used to my toys, and I'm going to do this till she's not so defensive. She's very sensitive with her nose. It's very, very, very ticklish and sensitive to her, because those whiskers help them in the wild stay away from bad stuff, especially at night and stuff. So because she's so sensitive there, you know, there's something called desensitization, but that can be torture. So she turns away from me like that, and I'm just going to bring my hand around on this side, see? So she is less likely to turn away from me. And it's 95% just being friendly like this, taking time and just stopping and reinforcing your relationship, and 5% teaching them something. So she's very good now with putting this on. That used to be a bit of a struggle. So I stopped because I clearly didn't have what it took inside of me to push that to the next level. I had too much empathy because she's pregnant. Didn't want to stress her out, but I'm doing this in a way that's not going to affect that baby in any way, shape, or form. I don't want her developing a bunch of cortisol and stress hormones and things like that. So I do everything based on 3 things. Very light. This is my suggestion. This is a 1, and I count for myself to keep myself soft. So this would be my 1. This is a suggestion. I want her to come to me. And so watch. And then 2 is I'm going to vibrate it a little bit, just slightly annoying. And if she didn't do anything after 2, then 3 is pretty immediate, and it's a now. Do it now. And I would use that in an emergency situation or while teaching. And if you do it correctly, you don't have to go to 3, maybe, but 2 or 3 more times if you do it correctly. So watch how I do this. Okay, I'm going to relax here. So 1, 2. So she moved her head towards me, so I let go of the pressure, and I'll give her a little break. Good girl. And you always praise the slightest effort. So here we go. 1, 2. That a girl. Now it's very little, very slight, but every day I do this in 30 days. Can you imagine? I won't have to go to 30 days. But so now I'm going to see if I can turn her around to face me. So 1, 2. Good girl. Okay, a little bit. Now I'm going to ask. 1, 2. She's kind of holding back. There you go. Good girl. Oh, look at that. She offered me a nice walk. You're probably going, what? That's nothing. To her, it's a lot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drape this over her back. This teaches her responsibility. Let's see, I don't want that hanging and getting stepped on. Now, hold on. There you go, baby. Okay, that's just teaching her to be responsible and hold that rope on her back. And if it falls off, she'll learn that that's kind of icky. And that's kind of how you do the ground tying. You don't just go for it. You got to set it up for success. Okay, so now I'm just going to point. Instead of vibrating my rope, I'm going to point 1, 2, 3. There. I had to tap my own leg. You never hit your horse or donkey. Never, never, never. You don't need to do that. Hit your own thigh. And they say if you are going to touch your horse like that, to do it no harder than you would touch yourself. So, see if I can back her up. These are very teeny little steps, but they're positive and they're not stressful. So 1, just putting some energy. 1, 2, and 3. See, she wants to turn her head away like that. But that's what I asked for. I wanted her to back away from me, and she did. So it was awkward, but it was lovely. And look, she's not clenching her tail. Donkeys are big clenchers when they get stressed out. So she's not clenching. See, look how soft her tail is. That tells me that I'm doing something right. I'm being gentle enough for her. And because that was perfect, very small little baby steps, but I thought that was wonderful. Now, she didn't turn away from me when I went to untie. Just slightly. That's okay. This is her weak zone. Her head is a very weak zone for her that needs to be worked on. So now I'm going to just very gently, without tormenting her with those whiskers. First, I'm going to pull her towards me a little bit. 1, 2, come here. That a girl. Good girl. 1, 2, 3. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Get that off for you, baby. Here. So I am working on this head turning. There. There you go. There you go. I want her to get used to these toys. Okay, so now I have to go back to that 95% friendly game. If you don't do that, they're going to get a real pissy attitude every time they know you want to do something like this with them. There has to be a lot of things in it for them, like being petted, scratchy spots. For her, I spend more time up at the head since that's her problem area. And she lets me stand at her neck now. I never could do this without her turning away. And I have to tell you, this is like velvet. Right there. That's the softest place in the world right there. There. That a girl. And notice she's not blinking. When they're not blinking, they're thinking. And you want them to be relaxed and blinking. And she has not done that for me yet. Her tail's relaxed, but now I got to get... There, she blinked. Good girl. There you go, baby. That tells me she's relaxed. And then these ears. I always thought that they would not like their ears messed with. But oh boy, was I wrong. These big giant ears. Look at those big velvet ears. They're so beautiful. So there you go. There you go. And that's my Delilah. Oh, let's see if she'll give me a foot. Let's see where we're at. Okay. I don't twist. Here, baby. Good girl. Yep. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? She's lifting her little foot for me. So, these are still a little bit long on the toe, but I don't want to do it real drastic and get her lame. So, baby steps with the equines. Baby steps. Remember that. Always. Will get you so far, so fast. Let's see if she'll give me her back one. She still doesn't quite understand the back one. So I just kind of get her weight off. That a girl. There you go. Oh, she's leaning on me. There you go, honey. It's hard for them to balance like that. There. Good girl. There. She likes to lean on me. But that's what friends do. Lean on me when you're not strong. and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. I don't sing, and when I do, it comes from my heart. And this is my new little friend. I love my little Delilah. Have a great day, everybody.